Roverseas over in Ligue 1 as PSG make it 3 wins on the spin. But it's Rennes that lead the charge over in La France. But will they be there after this weekend? We'll take a little look at it next. Six, that's right, and we'll get to that in just one second. If you're new to the channel, smash your subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, League One related, World Football related. We've got it all here under one roof, ski, boys and girls. That's right, boys and girls. So, yeah, PSG 3 wins on the bounce following this past weekend's matches, but it's Rennes who are number 1 with a 2-point lead over the chasing pack. We'll talk about that in just a second. A big shout out, of course, to the patrons. Support the channel behind the scenes, of course. Yes. We did lose a patron over the past few days, but 2 other patrons, believe it or not, have upped their pledge. Goodness gracious me. That's right. Chris Wilson and Russell Frost. Big shout out to those 2 guys for supporting the channel in that extra push that they've done to give me a big old boost behind the scenes. And again, big shout out to the other the patrons as well. Much love to you all of you. You know who you are. So let's jump into the deep end. If you actually want to jump in and become a patron yourself, check out the description links to my other description down below, other social media platform, Twitter, Facebook, and all that kind of jazz, including Patreon. So make sure you check that out. If you want to go that way, which I do appreciate, you become a brother from another mother, come to my house for Thanksgiving and all that kind of stuff once we've moved and things look great. Anyway, settle down. Let's get into it. Have a look at League 1 predictions, of course. Let's get into it, boys and girls. What are we doing? So Lille, they opened up the weekend with a 2-2 win over Nantes. That's right, goodness gracious me. I actually called this one bang on the nose, boys. Nicolas Palios with the big fat OG and Burko Yilmaz from the penalty spot give Lille the 3 points over Nantes. A big win for them as well. Saint-Étienne, of course, one of the leaders. Last time they lose to Stade Reims, 3-0 win in the end. 4 goals. I actually predicted a 4-goal thriller, but unfortunately I was wrong. The goal scores for Rennes. Nanief Ungarad, Sergio Geriazi and Adrien Hunu on score sheet for Rennes to give them the 3 points and to go top of the table. Olympique Marseille, I'm not too sure what's going on with them these days. Could only muster a draw against Metz, 1-1 in the end. I actually went with a 3-0 win myself. Morgan Sanson on the score sheet for Marseille. Ibrahim Ninani on the score sheet for Nane for Metz to give themselves a share of the spoils. Bordeaux also upset my other sort of soft spot, and that's for Nice, which is very, very nice. 0-0 draw in the end. No goal scores on that one. Shame on Nice. But it's an away point. It's an away point. Put it in the bag. Move on to the next one. Angers. They did beat Stade Brest. Cheeky 3-2 win in the end. The goal scores on that day. Sadio Thioub, Ismail Traore and Angelo Fungini on the score sheet for Angers, with Brest scoring from Stevie Mooney and Getienne Chabonnier as they tumbled out to a 3-2 loss. I actually remember the 1-0 for Angers. Not too shabby indeed. Dijon took on Montpellier and they drew 2-2 in the end. Another one of the leaders or the teams that are doing very, very well prior to this coming match day. 2-2 in the end. Goal scorers for Dijon, Eric Mbembe and Bruno Nkiabiamanga on the score sheet for Dijon. Andy Delort and Tagier Savignier on the score sheet for Montpellier as they picked up a 2-2 draw. Late goal on that one as well to give themselves a show of the sports. Meanwhile, Monaco did beat Strasbourg 3-2. I actually went with a 2-1 win myself. Not too bad. Wissam Ben Yedder on the score sheet. Ruben Anguala on the score sheet as well. Ben Yedder actually got 2. Mehebedi Chardri and Ludovic Aguari on the penalty spot to give Strasbourg a consolation goal there. A couple of red cards as well for Monaco. Akian Touchelemeni and Axel Dinsazi getting themselves sent off as they finished the game with 9 men. Actually played a good 25 minutes with 9 men or so. Nîmes against Lens ended up all square, 1-1 in the end. Ignatius Gangano and Zinedine Ferhat on the score sheet for Nîmes. I actually remember the 2-1 win myself for Lens, so wrong. Lorient against Lyon actually also ended up 1-1 as well. Shame on me. I actually remember the 2-1 win for Lyon. Youssef Wessa on the score sheet for Lyon. Leo Dubois on the score sheet for Lyon as they settle for a point. And of course, PSG did beat Stade Reims, who had started off the season in very, very shit form. 2-0 win in the end for PSG. Akadi on the score sheet with a couple of goals as Reims tumbled to another defeat. So yeah, all in all, I did 1, 2, 3, 4, which is pretty poop. It's not great. I've not really started very, very well over in these leagues, but we'll get there in the end. So that's me. This is the table as it stands. Dijon struggling. So are Stade Rennes. Strasbourg not doing too very well either. Stade Reims not doing very, very well. Stade Rennes are doing brilliant. They're top of the table. Lille are second. Montpellier third. Saint-Étienne fourth. Monaco are fifth. PSG on their tails though, in 7th spot with 9 points. A win for them in the next game could go as high as 2nd. Anyway, let's jump with the deep end, of course, and take a little look at your pickaroos. Of course, Prediction League is live and active, very, very active. We're into match number 6 now, so we'll have a look at those picks in a second. This is the lead. This is the situation though. If you get 0 to 3, you're in the Ship Face Club. 4 to 7, which I think I was in. Straight Face Club 8+, you're in the top banana. Let's go. Have a look. Let's go. Have a look. Cody Kahoko, you did shit-a-roo, but you get a round of applause because I love you. Victor Carvalho, you did poo. You did all right. Victor Fisher, you did all right. Bossy Mata, not too shabby. Football Mapper did bits. Costas K did okay. Storm Brennan did okay. Usher Shrishta did all right. This fella did good. Omaji Mundo, not too shabby. We are QPR did bits. Hi, did all right. Okay, did okay. Hans Verst did poop. Gaming Charlie did all right. Ultra Oma Murats, well done to you, sir. You did all right. Nathan Heaver, you did all right. LG Cow, you did all right. Vincent Hong, not too bad. Yannick Busser did bits. Mike Gallagher did shite. Omar Skivil, you did all right as well. Shane O'Donnell did okay. The Phantom did bits. Shepard did absolute nightmare. Nightmare. And this is your leaderboard as it stands for this week. The rankings, not bad on this one, but still not spot on. Costas K and LG and Cow and Mr. Somebody did okay. There are your current week 5 prediction kings for this week and this week alone. But what you really want to see is who is your current leaderboard king ping as it stands. It is Omachi Monday. Look at that. 28 so far. Your prediction king out in La France with We Are QPR Not Too Far. Hi is doing okay. Bossy Matter also in there. Again, the ranking is a little bit skew but you know where I'm going with this, bad boy. Again, that's just scores. Next week or the week after, we'll have your prediction ratings. We'll just fluctuate between then and now. Anyway, if you, again, patrons get full access to the data, they can have a look at it themselves. Hopefully, they're not tweaking the numbers behind the scenes. I don't think you can. But anyway, alrighty then, let's get into match number 6 then, shall we? Kicking all off on Friday, the 2nd of October. It is PSG taking on Angers, of course. Let's get into it then. These two sides play each other 26 times, according to my knowledge. 16 wins for PSG, 3 wins for Angers, and 7 draws. The last 6, of course, 6 out of 6 for PSG, including win. The last time they played each other, which was in Paris. It was a 4-0 win back in October 2019. Pablo Sarriba, Mario Icardi, Idrissa Gueye, and Neymar on the score sheet on the 90th minute on that bad boy. PSG have actually won the last 30 of the last 35 matches at home. They've also kept a clean sheet in the last 3 matches in Ligue. On 3 wins at a spin, we've already talked about it, but Angers also started off the season in pretty tip-top shape as well, winning 3 of the past 4 games, losing just to Montpellier a couple of games back, but they're doing pretty well for themselves at the moment. They come into this in the table. Angers are in the 8th spot, PSG are in 7th spot, both on 9 points. But of course, the bookies odds 8-1 on PSG are your favourites. 8-1 is your draw. 14-1 is your long shot on this one. But of course, yeah, you got to be crazy money if you're going to go against PSG. They're back in the thick of things. They're back in the mix, and they're going to go back with a 3-0 win and 3 points over the Angers on this one with a comfortable win. Lens taking on Saint-Étienne. Of course, now these two sides have played each other 99 times. This will be the 100th time that these two sides played, according to my knowledge. 34 victories for Lens, 42 wins for Saint-Étienne, and 23 draws. The last 6, though, 1 win for Lens, 3 wins for Saint-Étienne, and 2 draws. Heading into this, the last time they played each other was in competitive action, was a 3-3 draw back in Saint-Étienne, and it was in 2015. Landry Dingembo, Johan Malolo, and Mariapti Indiric on the score sheet for Saint-Étienne. Johan Tuzuga with a couple of goals, and Pablo Chanaval on the score sheet for Lens. That was back in 2015. Last time they played each other in Lens was in 2014 in Ligue 1 as well. Fabien Lordimon with a 1-0 goal score for Saint-Étienne. Between these two. Saint-Étienne have actually conceded at least 2 goals in either the last 10 matches away from home, but they've actually only lost once the past 5, and that was against Rennes last time around. Meanwhile, heading into this, Lens are actually doing pretty well for themselves as well. Unbeaten in 4 games, drawing the last time out, but 3 wins on the spin prior to that. This one's going to be tough to call on this one. Of course, Lens at home 23-20, 23-20 the bookies odds, 23-10 is your draw, 9-4 is your long shot. Of course, Lens come into this in 6th, Saint-Étienne of course in 4th, both on 10 points. Very, very tough to call this one, but I'm going to go with a draw. Yes, I'm playing it. Playing it, cards close to my chest. I can't separate these two sides on this one. Hopefully, you guys can and get your pickaroonies in nice and early. Next up, of course, we have Nice, which is very, very nice, taking on Nantes. These two sides play each other 79 times, according to my knowledge. 19 wins for Nice, 31 wins for Nantes, and 29 draws as well. The last 6, though, sees 2 wins for Nice, 1 win for Nantes, and 3 draws. Last time they played each other was in Nantes, and was a 1-0 win for Nantes. Moses Simon on the score score sheet back in October 2019. About this time last season, actually. Last time they played each other in Nice, which was a 1-1 draw back in May 2019 as well. Samuel Montesumi on the score sheet for Nantes. Monglang Sa on the score sheet for Nice. Nantes have actually conceded at least 2 goals in the last 3 matches as well. And both sides wobbling at the moment without a win in 3. Both of them, both identical records, actually 1 draw the past 3 games for both of these 2 sides. So they both need a result. Heading into this, Nice actually 75 favourites, 90-10 is Nantes, and 23-10 is your draw. Of course, Nice come into this in 10th spot. Nantes come into this in 15th spot. And a win for Nantes in 15th could go as high as 9th. A win for Nice in 10th could also go as high as 3rd if they have to be victorious. I'm going with Nice, which will be very, very nice with a 2-1 win. Take to the bank. Next up, Montpellier taking on Nîmes. Now, these 2 sides played each other 23 times. 7 wins for Montpellier, 10 wins for Nîmes. And, in fact, flip them. No, that is right. 7 wins for Montpellier, 10 wins for Nîmes, 6 draws between these 2 sides. The last 6, though, between these 2. We see 3 wins for Montpellier, 1 win for Nîmes, and 2 draws. Last time played was in Montpellier. It was a 1-0 win back in around about this time last year, about 25th of September 2019. Aourouad Soukret on the score sheet for Montpellier, the one and only goal scorer for Montpellier on that one. Heading into this, Montpellier have actually won the last 5 matches at home, whereas Nîmes have actually failed to win 16 of the last 17 matches away from home. They come into this back-to-back draws, though. Nîmes picking up a draw against Lens and picking up a draw against Lyon. Meanwhile, Montpellier are unbeaten in 4 games. The last defeat was against Rennes, which are a decent side at the moment, 29th of August for them. So Montpellier decent at this one and should probably get something out of this game, if not all 3 points. 10-7 on for Montpellier, 14-5 is your draw, 15-4 is your long shot, which is Nîmes. I'm going with Montpellier on this one with a 2-0 win. Home banker, put it in your bank. Yes, take it to the house. Next up we have Bordeaux. Taking on Dijon Mustard. These 2 sides, according to my knowledge, just played 14 times. 7 wins for Bordeaux, 3 wins for Dijon, and 4 draws. The last 6, though, in fact, the last 4. The last 6. The last 6, I tell you. 4 wins for Bordeaux, nothing for Dijon, and 2 draws. Last time picture that was in Bordeaux, it was a 2-2 draw. Goodness gracious me. Huang Uzhou and Jimmy Brandy, Briand on the score sheet for Bordeaux. Moshan Shur got a couple of goals for Dijon. Bordeaux actually drawn the last 6 home matches in Ligue. And Dijon have actually failed to win the last 12 matches as well. Bordeaux have also kept a clean sheet in those last 3 home matches. 1 defeat in the past 5 in all competitions for Bordeaux, and that was against Lens. Meanwhile, Dijon without a win so far this season. Very, very ominous for those. Bookies odds, 10-7 on for Bordeaux, 11-4 is your draw, 4-1 on Dijon long shots. Dijon long shots. They're actually bottom of the table, 1 point so far. That was in the last match, though. Maybe they're turning a corner. Bordeaux on the flip side in 12th spot, mid-table obscurity for them, but a win for them could actually see them go up as high as 7th, depending on what goes on. I'm going to stick with a draw on this one. I'm sticking with the draw. Dijon, of course, battling against it. This is me trying to get some points here. I think I'm just trying to up my prediction game. I think Dijon, with that draw last time around, maybe they've turned a corner and get something out of this. But realistically, probably go with a Bordeaux win. Next up, we have Stade Brest cheeky taking on AS Monaco. Now, these 2 sides played each other 24 times, 5 wins for Brest, 14 wins for Monaco, and 5 draws. The last 6, though, in fact, the last 4, 2 wins for Brest, 2 wins for Monaco, no draws. Last time played each other was in Monaco. It was a 4-1 win for Monaco with some Ben Yedder, Islam Shlamani, Gelson Martins, and Kiet on the score sheet for Monaco. Alexander Mendy on the score sheet for Brest. However, last time played each other in Brest, it was a 2-0 win for Brest. That was back in 2011. Goodness gracious me. Jonathan Ayeti on the score sheet for Brest. Adriano Pereira getting himself sent off on that occasion. Brest have actually scored at least 2 goals in the last 4 matches in Ligue 1. Just 1 defeat the past 3 for them. That was the last time around against Angers. Meanwhile, the same could be said for Monaco. 1 defeat the past 3. That was against Rennes a couple of games back as well. Bookies odds will still go for Monaco, I'm pretty sure. 11-5 for Brest, 30-5 is draw. 11-10, yeah, are your favourites. Red hot favourites, AS Monaco. And for me, that's what I'm going to go with as well. I'm going to go with a 2-1 win for Monaco away from home, but should still be enough to get over the line. Metz taking on Lorient. Of course, these 2 sides played each other 18 times, according to my knowledge. 5 wins for Metz, 9 wins for Lorient, and 4 draws. The last 6, though, 1 win for Metz, 3 wins for Lorient, and 2 draws. Last time played each other was in Metz, in Ligue 2, and it was a win for Metz. Goodness gracious me, it was a 2-1 win. Habib Diallo and Marvin Kakapka on the score sheet for Metz. Ubgar Nuguet got himself sent off for Metz. Lorient scored the 1-0 goal for Alex Claude Maurice on the score sheet for Lorient in that one. Heading into this, what do we have on these guys? Metz come into this. They were doing okay, but they're not. They're now down. They're terrible. They're terrible actually. But they've responded well. They started off the season pretty shitty form, 3 defeats on the spin, but the past 2 games unbeaten in 2, a win and a draw. Past couple of games. Lorient on the flip side, they're actually just level on points actually with Metz. A draw last time around. But prior to that, they're actually without a win in 4. Let's have a look at it like that. Bookies odds. We'll find this one tough. I'm sure 65 for Metz, 23 to 10 is your draw, 9-4 is your away win. I think I'm probably going with Metz on this one. No, I've gone with Lorient. Gone with Lorient. This one's tight to call. Could go either way. But I'm going to go with Lorient. I'm sticking with my guns. Strasbourg, of course, not started off the season well, but they've taken on Lyon, who've not started off brilliant themselves. 85 times these two sides played, 35 wins for Strasbourg, 30 wins for Lille, and 20 draws. The last 6 sees 1 win for Strasbourg, 3 wins for Lille, and 2 draws. When I say Lille, I meant Lyon have done terribly. Lille have done all right. Lille are looking good. They're in second spot at the moment, unbeaten. Anyway, Strasbourg not doing great, 18th spot at the moment. But anyway, the last 6, 1 win for Strasbourg, 3 wins for Lille, and 2 draws. Last time Richard was in Strasbourg, it was a 2-1 win for Lille in February earlier this year. Adrian Thompson on the score sheet, Gabriel Magalhaes no longer with the club, and Victor Osterman on the score sheet for Lille as well, also no longer at the club. Lille have actually kept a clean sheet in 6 of the last 8 matches. Strasbourg have actually lost 5 of the last 6 matches as well, and also Lille are undefeated in the last 8 matches. 5 games without a loss for Lille, 3 wins and 2 draws. Meanwhile, just 1 win for Strasbourg in the past 6 games, and that was against Dijon as well. Bookies odds will go with Lille. I'm pretty dang sure of it. 23 to 10 for Strasbourg, 23 to 10 draw, 6 to 5 for Lille for the victory on this one. Lille look good at the moment. They are second. They're doing good, and they'll make another win with a 2-0 win over Strasbourg. And Stade Rennes, your current leaders, up against Reims. The battle of the Rennes Reims. These two have played each other 60 times, according to my knowledge. 18 wins for Rennes, 26 wins for Reims, and 16 draws. The last 6 between these two sides: 1 win for Rennes, 4 wins for Reims, and 1 draw. The last time played was in Reims, and it was a 1-0 win for Reims. Last time played in Rennes was a 1-0 win for Reims. Reims have actually lost the last 4 matches as well heading into this, but Rennes are top of the pops. Actually 4 wins at the past 5 games. One that loss, it was a friendly, random friendly, just shoved in the middle of all this. They've actually started off the season in very, very good form. What are they? Played 5, won 4, drawn 1. Reims on the flip side they've got the complete opposite to Rennes. Of course they have 4 losses and 1 draw as well, 1 point to boot. Bookies odds will go with Rennes on this one. 20 to 13 on for Rennes. 14 to 5 is your draw. 4 to 1 is for Reims. Not enough with this one. I'm going to go with Rennes on this one with a 2-0 win over Reims. And wrapping it up, it's a bit of a fruity one. This one, the battle of the Olympiques. It's Lyon up against Marseille. These two sides played each other 108 times. 37 wins for Lyon, 31 wins for Marseille. And the last 6, though, between the two sides: 5 wins for Lyon, 1 win for Marseille. No draws. Last time played each other in Lyon was in the Cup. It was a 1-0 win for Lyon back in February 2020. Houssam Aouar on the score sheet. Could be an Arsenal man. You never know in the next few days. Meanwhile, last time played each other in the league was in Marseille. It was a 2-1 win for Marseille. The last time was Dimitri Payet with a couple of goals. Moussa Dembele on the score sheet for Lyon. Last time played each other in Lyon in the league was a 4-2 win for Lyon back in 2018. 6-goal Bobby Dazzler goals on that day. Ouar on the score sheet. Bertrand Traoré with a couple of goals. Nabil Fekir as well on the score sheet. Florian Thauvin and Clinton Ndenge on the score sheet for Marseille. Dua Salah Sarr get himself sent off on that one. Heading into this, Marseille actually won their last 5 away matches in Ligue 1. And they've also won, whatever, that's a shitty stat. But coming into this, Marseille actually, without a win in 3, last time they were victorious was over PSG. Good win that was as well. Meanwhile, Lyon just won 1 defeat out of the past 5, losing to Montpellier as well in that 5. Heading into this, 5-4 on for Lyon. 60-5 is your away win. 11-4 is your draw. Of course, Marseille coming to this in 9th. Lyon coming to this in 11th. A win for Marseille could go all the way as high as 2nd. A win for Lyon in 11th could go as high as 7th. Tough one to call this one. Marseille are my team. I think Lyon will snatch it with a 2-1 bloody well win. That's it, my friends. That's what I think will happen in matchday number 6 out in Ligue 1. And this is what the table will look like at the end of it. Stade Rennes still out top. Lille will be in 2nd. Montpellier 3rd. Monaco 4th. PSG up into 5th. Down the 3rd table. Reims, Dijon and Strasbourg in the old relegation discussion as it stands. It's still very early days, boys and girls. Still very early days in Ligue 1. It's also still very early days in the prediction league. So be sure to get your predictions in nice and early for that bad boy. That's it. That is it. Until then, please give the video some loving, smash the thumbs up, smash the subscribe as well. I'll be back. We will be back in this disguise. Once the international break comes back around, of course, we've got that next week. But there's plenty more content on the channel. Be sure to check all that out. Check out the description, links to my other social media platforms on the Twitter, Facebook, and of course Patreon if you want to support the channel in another way. That's the place to bloody well do it. That's the bloody place. Anyway, I'm going to go lie down until I see you all again. Be sure to give the video some loving, smash the thumbs up, smash subscribe, and I'll see you all next time around.